Hi guys, I'm Brooke and this is Pippa, and we travel full-time out of my 2011 Honda Pilot, and today we are going to catch you guys up on all of the updates I've made to both my fridge situation and my kitchen. As you guys know, when I purchased this vehicle back in September, it was when my pop-up had a problem and all of these things happened all at once, so I had decided to leave my fridge behind because it got damaged in the pop-up collapse situation, and I left it back in my storage unit in Wyoming. And now I had the opportunity to try a different fridge, and I am so excited to tell you about it, as well as give you an update of like a little grocery haul of everything I keep in the fridge right now and my current kitchen situation just in the SUV, because I think a few of you guys have noticed that my layout is different back here, and that is to accommodate the fridge. And so I'm so excited to show you guys this fridge and to tell you all about it, as well as show you the ins and outs of how I handle all of my cooking and kitchen stuff. So let's just dive into it. So here is the big refrigerator reveal. It is an Iceco 47 quart VL45 Pro S refrigerator. This thing packs a punch, and it is a little bit bigger actually than my needs, but I'm so glad to have the extra space. So especially when I am far away from the grocery store and things like that, I can stock up on all of our fresh goods and have them with us in the car while we're traveling. There are so many different little features about this fridge that I want to highlight for you that my previous refrigerator or the other models actually didn't have, that I find are making a huge difference on the road. And the first one is the versatile lid. So this lid actually can come completely off or be opened on one side or the other. This makes it easy to get into no matter which angle you're coming at it from in the car. Another thing is that the handles are actually removable. So if you've ever done any type of tiny living, you know how important it is to have maybe that extra little half an inch to be able to actually remove those handles when you're trying to fit a refrigerator into a build. Another thing I love about the lid to this refrigerator is that it's completely flat, whereas some others are curved. So you can actually use this as a cook surface or a prep surface while you are using a tiny kitchen. This fridge also comes equipped with an eco mode as well as a max mode, so you can use it with your power station, and I find that it runs about 40 watts consistently on average. The inside of the fridge is just as sleek as the outside, and it does have those two compartments. Even though you can only control the overall temperature of the fridge, it is really nice to have those separate compartments to keep things safe. And on the left, you can even see that there is an LED light. There is even a drain plug at the bottom just in case you happen to spill something. There is this little basket, so you can always take out anything if there is a spill without having to repack your entire fridge, which is super nice. This unit also can cool all the way down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit, so you can use this as a freezer as well if you wanted one for your trip. This is how I have the fridge set up in the back, so it can plug into my 12 volt on my Bluetti to keep everything nice and cool during the day and at night while I am sleeping. I will say the compressor on this refrigerator is impressively quiet. I'm very sensitive to noise, and I have not had an issue sleeping through this compressor at all. And I also have a 12 volt plug back there, so I can always have it plugged in while I'm driving if I did not want to use my Bluetti, because the control panel actually has a battery protection option for the car so you don't accidentally run down your car battery, which makes it perfect for car travel. Okay, now let's get to loading up all of these wonderful groceries I have into this gorgeous refrigerator. Alright, so first I loaded up my peanut butter, my applesauce, and my little leftover peaches, then threw in my sauces, my mustard and my hot sauce right now, and then I had some leftover chickpeas, and then my avocados and green onions set up top so they don't get smushed. Then I had some leftover bag salad, and Pippa got very interested because I even put a bag of her greenies in there just to keep them safe and away from critters inside the fridge, so she's sniffing around. Then moving on to the bigger compartment, I have my oat milk, and then threw in my fruit and my ham. And then I have a couple canned goods and some tortillas that I put down there. And then loaded it up with my bag salad and my green beans and my broccoli on top of that. And then I had some shredded cheese and some feta, of course. Then I just loaded up the rest of my veggies, my bean sprouts, and my onions and peppers, and Pippa got to approve the setup, and I think she said it was fine. Even with all of that, I still have some extra room, so that just shows how big this fridge really is. Now moving on to the rest of my kitchen, I have now in these 2 little storage containers I got from Walmart. The first one has my cooking utensils, so my olive oil spray, my salt bag, my cutting board, my spatulas, and my knife, and it all fits in there perfectly with my little frying pan, so I can have just a nice little setup. And then in the larger container, I have the setup to my stove, so there is a base and a top for it, and then I also have my one dish that I'm down to, and then my can opener, my lighter, my straw cleaner, and my bottle opener, along with my little dish soap water spray bottle combo. So this is the entirety of my kitchen setup along with my propane, and that is it. So that pretty much wraps up the tour of my fridge and my kitchen situation. Having refrigeration on the road is such a luxury, and I spent most of my time on the road without it, but I definitely recommend having it if you can get a power bank that is big enough and some solar to help you out. And I hope this gives you some ideas for something that you can do for the setup for your rig or your build out in the future. I also want to remind you really quick before I go that if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I would love to have you as a subscriber, so click that subscribe button below, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!